Hello! Okay, I will switch screens. And the first thing we will do is like the trigger warnings for this stream, since that was what I still have open. Wait, I need to move Mini-Me again. I like how I keep changing the name of how I call the puppet, the Mini-Me. Honestly, do I use more names? I don't remember. I probably have. Okay, yeah, sure, fine, lock. Okay. I wanted to close OBS. That wouldn't have been the smartest move. Okay, we start with a trigger warning for the spell. I keep everything on allow, since I won't be triggered by any of these. Just a warning for those who will. The mentions of drugs is allowed. There's toilet humor, apparently. I don't really... It says filters events that go a bit too hard on bodily fluids, but... Okay. Then too graphic, the stuff written about either sex or violence. And then too graphic, but that happens apparently. Just mean people. And then the reference to Monster Prom, I also just keep on, since while I haven't finished the game in a long shot, I also have seen a lot of things already about the game, so it doesn't really matter that much if I get... Well, they wouldn't really be spoilers. I like the cat. I'm just only now seeing the cat. Okay, we have... Okay, we can start with play. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, voice of X is fine. I am alone. We're gonna do a full game. Camp Spooky. Creative name. The stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then we were young and unafraid. Blah 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 blah. I have never been to a summer camp. Honestly, I also never wanted to go to a summer camp. I don't like the idea of it. I like the hen just chilling here. At school, far away, everything seemed possible. The sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You'll live for the days while the night inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. Who are you? I like that he has a switch. She's also cute, but I'm going for him. Custom name, glitch. Pronouns, they, them.
Summer me is funnier and bolder.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you sound very certain. Yes, of course. What are we gonna take? We can take 3 items with us. Satanist kit. Wood carving machete. So float these. Okay, question is, I cannot see it. Goes your arm like all the way in, or is it like a real floaty and it just goes like this? So then you have like an arm growing on your arm. That even sounds weird to say, let alone wear. Okay, then we have Blade. I already was like, I recognize it, but at the same time I don't. A plushie. Okay. What? A cursed pen and an Insta post camera. Why would I want that one? No, an instant post. Okay. I'm going for the middle. I'm going with a satanic kit. Oh. Can you also put it back? No, okay. The plushie and the cursed pen. Nice. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the highs and lows of love. Sure, but no, in love we're always absolute beginners. I mean, kind of fair, I guess. Me speaking from my 0 experience with love. Yes, absolutely. No, but I could imagine like every scenario being different, so never really being prepared. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening, just 5 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the monster prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain, everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Jojima? 23, a badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Fair enough. Ravi Mishra, 22, a hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. That gives me kind of like Venom vibes. Like, that would be Venom and this would be... Oh god, what is his name again? Hold up, now I want to know. I remember, but I don't. Okay. Blah-de-blah. Yeah, I know. What's the storyline? Eddie Brooke. Right. Totally didn't forget him. I mean, I do see like a lot of like fan art and stuff like that, and it doesn't really contain his name. So on one hand, I don't blame myself for being forgetful. Okay. Co-Lester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.1. A library computer who had become sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Still pity the computer, he should have stayed not sentient. Now he got experience the world. The Dahila Akuno, 20, a buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sight on conquering summer next. How would you conquer summer? Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. I like how this arm is just relaxed and then this one is just choking Damien. And Milo Belladonna, 23, a dead reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who was profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. The bus trip was long and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. And it was clear it all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. So what were we gonna do? Oh, we're breaking the ice. Okay. Honestly, with this game, I kind of forgot the beginning and I expected a literal ice break somehow. But then again, it's summer, so I kind of get this. Which of the animals would I like the most? A Tamagotchi! Badgers. They don't give enough about anything. Cats. Crocodiles, especially who have thrown at me. Peacocks? Chickens, they can kill. Can chickens kill you? They can't physically kill you unless they have a knife. Okay. Oh, you can die from eating chicken that's not like cooked properly, but I knew that one. But small animals can cause death from trauma? Wait, what? I mean, fair enough that this site says treat every animal respectful, but Wow, okay, I did. So they can kind of kill you, but not like directly, but indirectly, I guess. But I think I will go with peacocks, since that's the I like cats, but peacocks are also pretty cool. Maybe. I'm going with peacocks this once. Oh, I love peacocks. They are so colorful, so majestic, so regal. Not to mention, they inspire a lot of great fashion statements and Snapchat filters. I don't use Snapchat. I haven't in years, so I wouldn't know. Have you ever taken a good selfie with the peacock filter glitch? No, I have an album of 317 that I like of myself. Oh, we should compare peacock filter albums on our way to camp. We only had 5 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. Okay, but like... Do I have selfies of myself? Or barely, I think, let alone with a filter. Oh, I know that I once told my aunt that even like the normal camera could like have a filter if you weren't like careful when taking pictures. And then we showed her what kind of filters you could accidentally add, and she was kind of shocked. It was pretty funny, to be honest. Okay. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Sure.
So many options. This is already hard.
Manure, Scout headguard. Okay, what gives what? Okay, we have smarts in the woods, I think, yes. The lake has fun. The... What now? The camp dome has charming. The manor has boldness. And the scout headquarter has creativity. My charm and boldness are the lowest. I will start with charm, I think. You are huddled behind a bullet bunker in the ruse of a tilt-tack battle royale against rival camp. Yes, of course. You are sure that this is the end. You live the good life. You think next to you is a camp rifle camp member. What is that name? Camp rifle camp. Shivering and crying and out of ammo. Why guns are part of the tilt tax is beyond your comprehension. I like that this creature is almost falling off. He's like holding on with dear life. Is this where we die glitch? They sob. Why couldn't Camp Spooky and Camp Rifle Camp? Why did you call it Camp Rifle Camp? Why did you have to have camp twice in the name? Just make love and not war. How do you know my name? You reach for them, and as if to bring them into a tender kiss. And as soon as they are in your grasp, you take their tail. Imagine thinking flirting with the enemy this far that you try, or no, not try and kiss them, but pretend to kiss them. Yeah, that gives Camp Spooky the win. Everyone saw your sexy ruse, which also gives you +2 charm. Heck yeah. A wild Milo appears. Your heart starts beating fast. Does it? Is this another one of your dreams about Milo baking you a loaf of bread in the French countryside? I'm sorry. What kind of dreams are we having? Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna accept this now. Yes. Okay.
Fancy meeting you here.
Glitch! I've been around looking for you, and now here you are, in my clutches. Why are you saying it like that? I don't trust this.
I've got a gig.
Did the heart change like glow? I felt like it was glowing and now it's not. And now that I've found you, want to do me a favor? I've got a soul reaping gig today and I could use a helper. You're 80% sure this isn't a dream? You agreed to help Milo, but... Oh, they lead you to a fresh corpse with a soul waiting right above it. The soul looks like a dope blue orb.
Hello, hello.
Hi, I'm Death, but my friends call me Milo. Let me be the first to say congrats on shoveling off that pesky mortal coil. I've been expecting you. I assume you're here to lead me to the afterlife. I died for a few minutes when I was a child, so I'm somewhat familiar with the intake process. You, what? Okay, I know like the saying of greeting death like an old friend, but I still feel like this is taking it a bit far. Exactly. Oh, I love souls who have died before, sure. They are refreshingly chill. I'm just going to ask you a few questions before we go. First, state your name, please. Remedios Taragarik, Commander of the Mer King's Guard and Knight of the Mer Realm. Praise be the Mer King. Just to confirm that you're actually dead. How are you killed? Prepare thyself. This is a terrifying story. I served many years on the Mer King's council, but the boss, the Mer King himself, will kill me. Ooh. Oh, betrayal story. Interesting. One night, the Mer King was attacked in his sleep. He survived, but became paranoid of his small council, thinking the attack was a coup. His paranoia led him to behead me. His most loyal knight. Were you the one trying to kill him, though? But the Mer King was wrong. Just before my death, I discovered the attack was orchestrated by the ancient order who hath authored many terrible acts across history. This full order is known as the Masters. As they execute their vicious plan, they chant Masters, 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 but they spell it with a Z. It was horrifying beyond belief. Okay. And I happened to notice that the Masters had quite admirable derrieres. Seriously, they were caked up to a ridiculous degree. It is that I recognize this word and I mean what they're talking about. Otherwise, this would have gone straight over my head. Whoa, that was a lot. I'm just going to check the Death by Courtly Intrigue High Fantasy box on the form. Now that we're completed the identity and mortality checks, I see that you qualify to choose your afterlife destination. Congrats! Which afterlife would you like to be taken to?
Every moment is beautiful.
There are infinite afterlives that you can choose from, so really the only limit here is your own imagination. That's so poetic. I love my job. Oh, bother. I'm rather unsure. I enjoyed potting, so perhaps some kind of dairy or rather maybe an... What now? But that's cliche. Is it cliche? Eckhart, let me think for a moment.
I have a thing. So...
I realize that you're literally completing infinity here, but please hurry this up. I have a very strict posting schedule to get back to. My followers need consistency, babe. Looks like Milo's getting impatient. You can tell because they just tweeted, I'm super impatient right now. Lol. Quick, suggest an afterlife destination for this soul. A big farm upstate with plenty of room to run. I've collected enough karma points, you can redeem them to get reincarnated, like a sentient burrito or a K-pop star. Okay, so last time I learned at like the end of it that it goes with like the stats you have. And I feel that the one below might be creativity or smarts. The one below does sound more... I'm just gonna go with... Oh, no. Reincarnation, you say. Milo, I don't think you mentioned that was an option. Glitch, I cannot believe you just brought up reincarnation. It's the most complicated... I'm sorry! I wasn't creative enough. I should have known. It's the most complicated option here. You have no idea how much harder you just made this reaping. I'm going to need to know exactly how this works. How does one acquire karma points? Exactly how many do I have right now? How many... However, how many I should have more. Oh, why? What? I have created a Karen. What? Do karma points from previous life expire? If you care at all about customer service, I'm sure they will let me test drive lives to see which one I prefer. I created a Karen. But my biggest issue is the reincarnation option. I demand to be reincarnated as a sexy giraffe? What should... I'm not even gonna try imagining that. Never mind. Why? That's my business, Reaper. Don't make me ask for your manager. But, oh god, I really created a Karen. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean this. But obviously I want to make... love in the body of it. Why? Why would that be someone's fantasy? Why? Oh, boomer. The giraffe packages. Why is it a package? 1,200 karma points, but you only have 1,000 points. I'm sorry, but you don't have enough points to reincarnate as a sexy giraffe.
That's not true.
Oh, the heart changes color. That's what I saw, not the glow, the color. God, I can't believe I just used objective numbers to communicate. This is the most aesthetically draining conversations I've ever had. And this is the worst customer service I've ever received. I want to... Oh no. Ugh, fine. If you want to be a sexy giraffe that badly, then I'm just going to take 200 karma points from Glitch. This whole thing is their fault anyway. Milo snaps their fingers and the soul starts fading into a halo of light. I'm so happy. It sobs with joy. I'm finally going to have a long ass... I've never been so happy. That whole thing was not a vibe. I'm leaving, Glitch. Remind me to avoid spending time with you in the future, okay? Milo takes off, clearly annoyed with you. You're sad that you upset them. And you are also sad that you lost all those karma points. I'm sorry, I didn't know that this would be... I feel so sorry for them. I created a Karen and they had to deal with it. At this point you will be... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there goes the charm points I just got. Well, let's get those back, I guess. Did they camp Dome? You all do Tomb Wars? Tomb War? That means the campers are waging war against the Tomb Warriors. The supernaturally buffed dumb monsters from Camp Tom. This is surprisingly terrifying. You are sure to lose, but thanks to your quick thinking you hatch a plan to fight the Tomb Warriors with their greatest weakness. Predators without opposable thumbs. So many say that your team sizing a pack of rabid mountain lions on the competitors is cheating, but you prefer the term strategic. Where do we even get those mountain lions? After that you enjoy a rousing game of grenade soccer. Well, not everyone is enjoying it, I suppose.
My goddess.
Hey Kate. Hey, I know that. Hold up. I know the Dutch name. What's the English name? Hold up. It's Hecate? Sure, why not? I can accept that. Help me, this is insufferably boring. Can we just win the game already? We have been up like 20 points for the past half hour. I would also love to move on from this. Happiness is such a fleeting creature, always giving us a chase. But in order to chase it, Damien must first stop kicking the grenade into the wrong goal. He has been doing what now?
Shut up!
I told you already, you don't know what you're talking about. This is the goal I was told to worry about. Yeah, worry about as in protect it, not kick the grenade into it. Whatever. Oh god. I mean, I have played some soccer. I just call it soccer. I've played some football. In like elementary school. Can't say I have never kicked it in the wrong goal, but I try not kicking it in the wrong goal. We told you to worry about it because you're the goalie. You're supposed to prevent the enemy team from kicking the grenade in, not kicking it in yourself. You're also sick of this and about to back Joy up, but then you're interrupted by the doorbell. Wait, why is it? I didn't even read further. Like my eyes were going, but my brain was like, why is there a doorbell in the middle of a playing field?
Ding dong.
Sup, I've got a barbecue. Oh, they were just making the sound. Okay, that's pretty funny. I've got a barbecue pizza delivery for a goth babe and a sexually ambiguous creature of death.
Hello, hello.
I see, you read my Tinder bio. We didn't order pizza though, sorry. Are you sure you're in the right place?
Where's my tip?
Yeah, I got a little lost, but the delivery address is clearly 666 Murder Dome Way. So, how about you giving me a tip?
Pizza.
I'm sorry, darling, but this isn't the place. I would never order pizza anyway. I much prefer fine cuisine. That freeze-dried mozzarella frisbee you call delivery food.
Enough of this.
Yeah, I'm a vegan. Listen. We're in the middle of something right now and I have zero patience to keep convincing you that I did not order. Okay, I got it. Jeez, I'll be on my way. Wait, was that pizza not for us? Dang, I'm starving. If I had known we were about to eat, I might actually done whatever stupid effing thing you guys were telling me to do and ended the game. Oh well, back to the goalie thing, goalieing. Wait, seriously? Hey, wait, that's our pizza. Are you sure you were like super adamant that it wasn't yours?
Fancy meeting you here.
Well, we were wrong, and you know I'm illustratedly internet famous, so if we could please shower me with adorations and give me the pizza, that would be fabulous. What even was that? No, I'm not gonna question what that noise was. Look, I'm down, but if I get caught giving food away for free, I will get fired. Fair enough. You better have like super solid proof that I should give you this pizza. Oh, you can falsify some proof, alright? How are you gonna convince the pizza girl to hand over the pie? Murder someone, pose as an FBI agent, and demand the pizza as evidence. That's boldness. My boldness is the lowest. No, explain that Damien is hell royalty, and as such he has first night rights with the pizza. Sorry to break it to you, dude, but the whole deliver by the first night you order it or it's free promo is over now. Because I kept getting lost. No. First night rights are an ancient, completely relevant mortal concept that's very legally binding. Correct. First night rights entitle noble persons to have what? I mean a virgin pizza on its wedding. I mean delivery night. I'm gonna skip what sentence it would have been. Huh? Well, this pizza was made with extra virgin olive oil. What is I'm not gonna question it. Exactly. This concept was developed centuries ago to allow noblemen to flex their extra large privileges and influence on common peasants.
Dope.
Yeah, and this is an extra large pizza, so that makes sense. It feels like a conversation between me and my friends when like 0 of us have the brain cell. It's just no. What? Are we done arguing yet? Can I have some alone time with the pizza now? Why after what she just said do you have to say this? Well, I guess. However, first night rides only entitle you to have with the pizza, not eat it. What? Why? No. What? But that isn't fair.
My thoughts and opinions.
I mean, this
do
whole
not
thing
reflect
sounds pretty
Coco's
unfair
pizza.
to me, but what do I know? I'm no prince. Do you want to F the pizza or not? Hold up. Our stream is still going great. My phone suddenly said I wasn't live anymore. That was not a nice feeling. Oh, I think it's the Wi-Fi on my phone that said goodbye. I so hope that doesn't switch to my PC with internet issues. Okay. Everything is fine again. I mean, this little thing. Okay. Fine, if you insist, I will give this pizza no.
That's Damien style, baby.
Then Damien snatches the pizza and sprints away to eat it, laughing.
You're
Okay.
killing it.
What a mischievous little rascal. His devil many care attitude will be popular with my TikTok audience.
Not half bad.
Well, more importantly, the game is over now since we don't have a goalie. Time for lunch. You 3 collect Damien and go back to the campfire to eat. The pizza girl joins you. I think she thinks she's on her way back to the pizza parlor. Well, she may be lost and confused, but you're right where you want to be. And you gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Nice. And next I will focus on what's it called, boldness.
Where to sit?
Where to sit, indeed. I think this is like the teacher thing, and then we can sit with them. You notice something strange. Damien isn't effing with the campfire at all. And Milo is looking at the phone other than their own. You've got to get a closer look. What are they doing? I was expecting some chaos, but this sounds like too much chaos. I just don't get it. I'm putting my heart and soul into this YouTube thing. I'm not getting any responses. Is it something wrong with my videos? Are they no good?
That's
No, of course not, darling. Your content is fantastic. Especially the one here. Cut grease with the blood of your enemies pro makeup tutorial. So fetch. What does that even mean? Okay. It's your demour. That's the problem. You need a complete personality rebranding, and completely overhauling other people's personalities is what I do best. For example, perhaps instead of opening your videos with "What's up, noobs? Let's F up some foundation," you could say, "Let's put on some of that inner beauty outside." Why? Is that what people say in their makeup videos? Not judging anyone, but that sounds really weird. That sounds really stupid. But you really should be scripting your videos to be more watchable. No, just make fun. Don't care about views, just have fun. That's what I'm doing. Oh, why not give your followers a cute little name? That way they can identify with you and bring in more individuals to watch your channel. Like a hive mind. Honestly, I never thought about like being in the chat as being in a hive mind. But honestly, fair enough. Maybe you could call them the manics or the very obsessed with makeups. Just make sure it's short enough to be used as a hashtag. That second one is not short. That's what really gets the ball rolling. Okay.
Listen up, noobs!
What about... That's what I've been calling my viewers all this time anyway.
This is
But
an opportunity
that
to
doesn't
grow.
sound very advertiser friendly. No, no, it does not. Okay, I gotta say it again. I like really how the heart and like... Do their eyes also change? I know the nails and the heart, but do the eyes also change color? Who gives an ass? Look, Milo, I know you're trying to help, but all of these ideas are super uncool and not metal at all. Hey, yeah, their eyes do change. Neat. Hey, I'm helping you get subscribers, not act like a little red punk. People don't like metal. They like being reassured that their insignificant existence have value. That's one way of saying this is a very parasocial relationship. Woohoo! I'm sorry. Hold up. I have to see one thing. Okay. I have seen the one thing, I think. Okay, but like... That's... I don't know. It sounds unhealthy the way they put it. I mean, for some people they are not wrong. Some people do think the way they say it, but that sounds weird.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's vital to mortals to find communities and feel important before they die. That's what influencers are for. Nah, I mean, fair enough, honestly. Great, thanks, Maide. That's not effing dark. Maybe now it's time for you to offer one of your patented, unsolicited ideas on how to boost Damien's cello. You should take the inspiration from your band from a more successful band like Milo's. You just try to be more like Milo. In the end, you can spell Damien without Milo. Why was my dyslexic brain really going like, wait, really? And then just looking at Damien and Milo and then, no. You want a brand that spells metal? Forget about online branding and go back to offline branding with a branding iron. I'm gonna go with this one because I feel like if I'm gonna say the last option, Damien is gonna take it too literally and just start branding people with a branding iron. What? That makes no effing sense to me at all. Fair enough, it doesn't. No glitch is making perfect sense. The world would be a much happier, more beautiful place if people would be trying to emulate me. I mean, I think perhaps you should check your spelling, but everything else you said is absolutely true. Shh, I'm dyslexic. It's fine. Feel free to use my brand as inspiration for your fun little makeup startup, Damien. There's all sorts of things you could learn from me. Proper eyeshadow blending techniques, vocal inflection, and cadence whilst you're hyping yourself up versus humbling yourself down. How can I say this politely? Well, how to use Facetune correctly. How I am amazed by how generous I am lending myself for inspiration. It always inspires me. And I have always said that everybody in this world should inspire each other. Less than 3. Yeah, you're really effing... Sure. Aren't I, G? I wonder if I could branch into this more. Maybe... I'm sure there are tons of friends that could benefit from behaving more like me. How big is their ego? Like this, they're nice, sure, but they haven't got a generous bone in their body. Just look at what happened when they tried to share with Sony. Oh, the yellow looks kind of good, honestly. On that note, what about the streaming business in general? Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, I'm sure all of them could benefit from a nice generous coat of Milo paint.
We should do a collab.
Should we really do a collab? You're giving me trust issues. Not gonna lie. What wondrous idea we have together, Glitch? Come, darling, help me draft some emails. The two of you quickly forget about Damien while you single-handedly try to solve the pay-for-streaming crisis. You feel misery, but it's fun bonding experience rigorously. And Milo even lets you touch their phone. For an Instagrammer, that's basically second pay. I have a feeling I know what second base means. Do I wanna know? I'm getting the baseball thing. I know that's not what I mean. Ah, okay. I don't like the way they put it, but sure. Let's continue. What do we need to up now?
Alright.
Alright. Boldness, definitely. Which one was boldness again? This one. The manner. I like how this looks. That day, in the haunted manor, you accidentally stumble upon a cult meeting in the hallway. The cultists are wearing terrifying black robes, standing over a bloodied body and chanting. You try to flee, but one of them shoves a flyer in your hand. The ink burns your eyes to read, but you manage to find the words. New recruits get healthcare benefits with same-day sign-up. That's such an American thing, I think. Healthcare benefits. I just have an insurance that, well, I wanted to say I pay for, but my parents pay for it. What? Salt! You gain a bunch of new cultists, buddy, and your new insurance covers spontaneity plus 2 boldness grows. Cool! Honestly, in this game, having cultists as friends, not that weird. You, Cockluster and Milo are enjoying wandering the hallways of the manor. Milo is live streaming it because apparently that's the only way they know how to enjoy anything.
Welcome to another video with Milo Belladonna.
Okay, I don't know why, but I've suddenly felt attacked because that's basically the reason I play streams. I play games on stream is because, hey, this way I'm actually focused on the game and I can enjoy it. And oh god, I feel attacked. Well, at least it's not the only way I know how to enjoy myself playing games, but it's a good way for me to get like story games in, since then I actually read instead of just spacing and staring at the screen and missing like 50% of the story. Is that haunted room actually stretching? Or is it just your imagination?
A wild Arabi appeared.
Oh hey, what you guys doing here? Making Disney references. My analytics show that millennials love engaging with nostalgic content because the present is consistently horrifying. How about you? I was looting the rooms for treasure, but I found this strange rectangular prize.
Not enough signal to process this.
Sensors detect ancient technology, a video home system, or I'm sorry, I don't know how to spell English letters. VHS? Was that not the way? Probably. Insert cassette here to see images. My dude, question. Why would you just put random things in your robot body that can probably contain like a virus? Cocklester points to the VHS player located to distressingly close to its crouch region. For once, you decide not to be a creep and elect to put the tape in a nearby 60s TV instead. Greetings, customers and curse enthusiasts. Thank you for tuning into Pozo's Pizza's newest, fastest, freshest guerrilla marketing campaign. We've seen how much our focus groups like this newfangled internet, and we are no strangers to young, hip, okay. Get ready to pizza party like it's the 1999. Enjoy Pozo's Pizzas today.
Remember, if you don't tip, I will be back in 7 days to murder you.
Back in 7 days to murder me. Why not sooner? I feel like you could come back and kill me sooner than that. Whoa, fancy meeting you guys here. Did someone order a pizza or something?
Hashtag fail.
Absolutely not. Moreover, well, my live stream is bound to get stricken down for all the copyrighted music you used in that shoddy commercial. I can't believe I'm going to lose perfectly good clout to NSYNC of all people.
I'm not paid enough for this.
Fair enough, you're a fast food worker, you probably get paid barely anything. Hey, don't get mad at me, dude. Pozo's hasn't used this all cursed with spam marketing stunt since 2005. If you hadn't played the dumb tape, I'd be home right now. Oh, we pulled her out of her home?
Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh no.
My apologies, friends. Pizza girl, her, okay. But did you say cursed with spam? Should we be bracing ourselves for an incoming... Hello, niggas! I'm trying to date monsters again, apparently. Should we be bracing ourselves for an incoming canned meat assault? Oh, right, there's that one meat company named Spam. I was like, why is he suddenly bringing canned meats into the conversation? Is that only an American brand? Hold up. Wiki page. Never mind. I searched up the wrong thing and I'm gonna close it. No, at least that would be funny. What I think we got here is a total lame advertisement curse.
Curses!
Now, in 7 days' time, we'll be subjected to nothing but Pozo's ads until we eat ourselves sick with their pizza. Having Pozo's taking all the art out of good cursing. Imagine getting spammed with like the same ad for like 7 days. Then I realized that happens all the time with online marketing. I have seen it happen a lot. That's stupid. As a future food truck owner, you're gonna do what now? Okay. I disagree with dooming customers to only consume advertisements for my food. Especially now that it's happening to me. Yes, Ravi, as a present influencer, this is literally my walking nightmare. I don't even know which I hate more, invasive advertisements or pizza. If I can't shake this curse, my Instagram feed will be filled with nothing but disgusting imitations of Italian cuisine. My reputation will be in shambles. I think I'm going to... Oh, that scream is great. Oh no, friend Milo, you appear to have fainted. Please regain consciousness immediately. But a hot pizza now. Oh no, we have legit a robot next to us that can play the ads. Convince 10 of your friends to buy a pizza or we will murder your family. That was not the sound of Lego R2-D2 dying. I'm gonna do Monster from what's his name again? Culester voice actor. That was in fact if I remember correctly, voice actor. Yeah, no, that was Jack. Yeah, that was Jacksepticeye screaming. But then with like a voice filter. I was pretty sure it was him. I think it is the voice filter. Because I recognized his screaming from like videos I've watched, but it is like the voice filter of the robot that throws me off every time I hear the voice. No, the curse is already setting in. You need to fix this before you end up like the pizza girl, or worse, you become too obsessed with pizza to focus on boinking your friends. I'm sorry, but boinking your friends sounds really funny. I just think of like, what's it called, bumping cars instead of sex. Escape from the pizza's reach by practicing deep meditation until you transcend the material plane. I read boinking. The pizza brand is annoying, but Milo is also a brand. Fight fire with fire by out-spamming them with tons of delicious Milo spam? Okay. Okay. We're gonna think. Which one is gonna do what? Boinking, not bonking. Yeah, okay. Did I read the wrong? I'm not gonna try it to rewind back to see if I read the wrong thing. But bonking makes me think about like hitting people with a club, but like a wooden stick or whatever, just dink. I read it wrong the first time. Haha! The dyslexic one is not the wrong misreading things this time. Okay, but part of me wants to go with the bottom one since I'm unsure what the first one will test me with. Although fighting fire with fire is like the stupidest thing you can do. It should be fine. It's not fine. I failed. Oh no. It's fine, never mind. Well. Now there's an idea I can get behind. Let's fight spam with spam glitch. Yeah, no, I failed my creativity check. I am happy. Yes, what a great plan. That will have no future repercussions whatsoever. If the robot tells you to stop, we should stop. This sounds like a bad idea. I take it back. Can I rewind time, please? Year 2077. Location, the wastelands of New York. Oh, of New York. It's a makeshift bunker underneath a fallen billboard advertising Milo Belladonna brand kidney transplants. An old army veteran is seen burning pizza parlors flying for warmth. Before you could go 3, sometimes even 4 minutes without seeing a spam ad, said the veteran to his 2 wide-eyed grandchildren. But those days are long past. No one knows for sure how the spam wars began. Some say the conflict between Pozzo's Pizzas and Milo Belladonna had been brewing for centuries. Others claim that the war was thanks to one horny mother effer having the terrible idea that fighting spam with spam, and everything spiraled out of control from then on. Whatever the reason, the spam wars persisted with pop-up ads for stuffed crusted pizza. Fought only by a wave of YouTube mid-roll ads of Milo Belladonna pouring melted cheese on their naked chest. Okay. Society crumbled. You were either a Milover or a Poseidgeist. if you had so much as mentioned a different pizza chain or internet influencer, you were publicly executed? Okay. Soldiers, surgeons, politicians, even former fine stars over our last bastion of hope fell prey to the predatory Edward. Sounds reasonable. How dare you like anyone else than Milo? Off with the head. To be honest, even today I feel like going without ads for like 4 or 5 minutes. I hate that my brain went like, that sounds like a really long time. We have been so surrounded by ads that my brain went like, going without ads for 4 or 5 minutes? I know it happens sometimes, but it feels like we get spammed like way too much. Not the fine stars, the grandchildren cry. Yes, even them. I'm telling you this because this is what these dark times have brought us. Nothing but pain, ruin, and disgusting pizza. Nobody even wanted to eat. You children cannot make the same mistake as my elders did. Whatever you do, no matter how horny you are, never fight spam with spam. You would be better off dead. Yeah, especially with triple YouTube ads. Yeah, I wasn't even talking like only ads online. Even when you just go outside on like streets or something. If I walk for I think like 5 minutes around like my neighborhood, I would have seen like 4 ads. They are everywhere. Oh, it turns out your plan did have future repercussions. Dang, you hate it when that happens. But hey, hindsight 2020. Except for the fact that none of this would have happened. This has happened yet, so actually you're powerless to stop it for now. Oops. 50 years from now, society will be in ruins, and also no one is going to want to follow Milo on Instagram. You really effed this one up, huh? You lose +2 smarts and +1 charm. I need to up my smarts. I am walking around brainless. Okay, well, which one was smarts again? The ominous woods that legit have a sign, do not enter. Sure, what could go wrong? I like these little creatures so much. While hiking through the woods, you approached by an NPC who has a quest for you. You can tell she is an NPC because she only says the same 4 things over and over and keeps doing the same idle animation. Yes, shadow worms. They are adorable. This is why I love this character so much. The NPC's quest is to deliver a very important scroll to her father. She makes it extremely clear that no one else is allowed to read it or terrible things will happen. Read it. You read it, of course. It turns out that their father's secret recipe to the perfect peach cobbler, sure. Looks like her dad is never going to make that famed dessert in time for the NPC's family's potluck. Because you eat the recipe scroll and... Can we make that like eating books and gaining the intelligence or the knowledge from those pages? I hate eating anything like paper, mostly talking about like edible paper. I don't like the texture or the taste, it's terrible. But I would eat paper if that would make it possible for me to not study. I mean, I already don't really study, but it would make it easier to get high grades. Afterwards, you end up vibing with Milo. You're sharing a hammock, cuddled up close with each other. Say. And you're both checking your phones. Hell yeah. What could be more emotionally intimate than quietly scrolling right beside your #1 summer crush? I mean, chilling somewhere and like scrolling on your phone or reading something on your phone while being next to someone or around someone doesn't sound that bad. Sounds like a good time, to be honest. Suddenly, Milo's phone starts blowing up. Granted, Milo's phone is always blowing up, but right now it's worse than usual. why did I think for a moment they were talking about, like, actual explosions? Like, oh, yeah! Their phones started blowing up like kaboom.
Hey, darling.
No need to look so jealous, dear. Just wanted just a work text. I keep telling the head office not to contact me when I'm taking a staycation, but I suppose this reaping is urgent. La la la, another day, another death. Oh my god, this is a little awkward, isn't it? Well, not awkward for you, because you don't know yet. And I shouldn't tell you. Tell me. But I can't resist a little gossip. Listen, Glitch, I don't usually disclose proprietary information, but I just got a gig for next week to collect your soul. Oh, I'm gonna die! They are so gender. It's great. I like them a lot. Milo is going to reap your soul? That sounds super terrifying and also a little bit hot. You ask Milo if this means you're gonna die next week. Short answer, yep. You're totally gonna die. Long answer, life, death, and fate are weird and messy, and it's like hard to say 100% because of quantum nonsense. But if I'm getting this gig, yeah, you're gonna die. Congrats. Oh, this is the most awkward news you've ever received while lounging in a hammock. You start to freak out. Oh, I'm gonna die next week. You sure? Yeah, like 99% sure. Ah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have a panic attack now. No, Glitch, don't freak out. I'm an expert, and I promise you, it's not as scary as it seems. Death reminds us of the profound, infinite beauty of life. And realistic, it's not like you're immortal or anything. Sorry to burst your bubble, but death was going to find you eventually, boo. To be quite honest, is that what that means? I'm gonna go with it. I'm actually doing you a huge favor by letting you know ahead of time. It is my gift to you, the opportunity to go out with a bang.
This is the first day of the rest of your life.
The rest of my life is not gonna be that long, apparently. Let's make this last week of your life the best week of your life. We'll spend every moment together and we'll end it with a huge party. A celebration of Glitch. Oh, a week with Milo. That sounds like heaven, and it's exciting enough to distract you from your intimate death. You're in! You're in a world with sentient monsters that came back from the death. It doesn't seem that bad. Yeah! I could just ask to be like, what was her name? Polly or something? The ghost. I could just become a ghost.
Aesthetics on
lovely.
point.
God, you're going to get so many humorous followers. I'm almost jealous. Oh, and we should start considering the party aesthetic right away. Yeah, exactly. Just become a ghost. Problem solved. Or a ghost and a zombie. Like, you know that I know you don't really have used Tumblr, but you find it basically everywhere. Of like, what would happen if a person died and a zombie and ghost became of like the same person. So you have the ghost with all the knowledge and the zombie that's just stupid. And then it's like, no. And the ghost is like, no. Open the door, like push down the door knob. It's not that hard. We have the freaking PhD or whatever it's called. The doctor thing. I would like that a lot. Just see the chaos. We need some big memorable main events at the party. Something that will honor your true essence, Glitch. And obviously, it should be Snapchat friendly. Any ideas? Your time to shine. Quick, what's the perfect way to 1. Entertain your party guests, 2. Commemorate your entire existence, and 3. Impress Milo. You will narrate the epic tale of your life through the profound carnal medium of interperceptive dance. Or you will have your friends give a toast in honor of your name. It will be emotionally moving, and everyone will get 2 birds, 1 stone. Okay, my biggest fear now is that I accidentally choose creativity or smarts. Since I don't have a lot of that. I feel like this one is boldness. The dense one. Maybe creativity. Creativity or boldness. This one, charm?
Magnificent.
Charm. Oh, that's perfect. It will be like celebrating your life, with intertwining it with the lives of the people you loved. I had no idea you were so profound, Glitch. Yeah, no problem. I wasn't panicking over the answers. But if I know anything about drunken party toast, you're gonna need pre-approval on these speeches. We've got no choice but to conduct a rehearsal immediately. You spent the afternoon getting all your friends together and breaking the big news. You're dying next week. Shockingly, they all seem pretty okay with it. What a great friends. To be honest, we just had a discussion of like, I can just become a ghost or a zombie or whatever. You humbly request that they all deliver a toast for you at the party. And just to be safe, you write the speeches yourself.
Hello, darlings.
Alright, lovely people, welcome to rehearsal for Glitch's elegant end-of-life blowout bash. Let's proceed with the heartfelt whatever the heck that is. Sup, oh my god, I can't believe that Glitch is dying. I'm like totally sad about it. Well, I'm just gonna become like you, Polly, no problem. But honestly, being dead totally isn't even a thing. Ghosts have more fun. My favorite memory of Glitch is when they saved a school bus of orphans from falling into a pit of lava using only their mega thick cheeks.
To work, twerk, to work!
Damn, anyway, let's pour one out for Glitch and pour another out for Glitch. Those cheeks will be missed. I tried reading that with like a straight face and it just didn't work. What was I reading? Come on!
This cannot be for real.
She's being a cheeky. I should ban you for that pun. I would, but I'm not gonna. Okay, am I the only one person who's kind of weirded out that Glitch is apparently dying next week? No, just me? Cool. I mean, I've also blocked you multiple times on my social media networks, I think. Probably. I do that with a lot of friends. I'm assuming I did it with you before. You would probably be banned for like a bit, and then I would unban you. Pretty sure all of them were from dad jokes. I probably blocked you because of a lot of dad jokes. And then I turned around to make dad jokes myself. It's great. I think I even left the group's chat at one point. Anyway, Glitch was apparently the most emotionally intelligent, thoughtful, and woke friend I have ever had. Here's to you, the betrayal.
Nice try.
I've seen worse betrayals. Psst, Glitch. You don't think people will actually fall for this, do you?
Make some space for
Gather one and all. I shall now read out loud a speech commemorating Glitch. It's a speech that I definitely wrote myself, thanks. Besides me, Glitch was the greatest warrior of all time. Their legacy shall be written in the stars. Next to Hercules and Orion, I drink in their honor. I like that, like, the there is small written. And the rest is just like screaming and then I drink in their honor!
Every moment is beautiful.
What incredible toast, everyone. I think it's quite clear that Glitch touched so many lives, including mine. Here's one last rehearsal toast from yours truly. Glitch is a silly goose, we're all aware of that, But we must remember that geese are some of the sweetest and cutest birds in the whole wide world. I'm saying that while I have... What's the game called again? The one goose game. Entitled Goose Game, yeah, I have that one in on my wish list in Steam, waiting for me to play it on stream. I immediately had to say, I was like, ah yes, sweetest creatures, yeah.
Never stop being
I thought I
you.
knew what it meant to really fall in love with life, but watching Glitch constant, elegant failures taught me that lessons all over again. Cheer, bae. Sweetest murdering, stealing creatures, yes. Fun story. We used to feed like I think they were geese by like a bridge in my hometown. And I was once doing it with like a friend, his father, his older brother, and his younger sister. Those little effers ran up from the water on the side up the bridge when they saw us like feeding them. And they surrounded us. And I and like the little sister were absolutely terrified, which for her, honestly, understandable. They were about her height. But for me, I was like, Jesus Christ, there are so many, and they were like poking my legs, and I was absolutely terrified. So I ran away. That went shockingly well. You all spent the rest of the day getting totally drunk with your friends to practice for your party. Off the tomfoolery earns you +3 creativity. I remember you saying that. I probably have told that story before, but that gave me like a fear of like swans and geese. Jesus. Because there weren't like 2 or 3, it was like a pack of 15 surrounding us. And then I never died, apparently.
Where to sit?
Where do we sit? Milo. You are intrigued by the sight of Milo forcing an unenthusiastic Joy to try on a series of costumes and wigs. Luckily, she rips them all off before you go sit down, or else we'd have to actually show you art of that. Oh, I was reading that and I was like, what are they talking about? But they meant like Joy being drawn in those clothes. That took me embarrassingly long to figure out what they were talking about. Okay, fine. I see you're not interested in shallow fashionista Joy, but I have a lot of other ideas for your new brand.
#slay.
#slay? What about hard-boiled private investigator Joy, or manic pixie dream girl Joy, or sassy divorce Joy, or... Oh, that last one just gave me chills. Sassy divorce... But then she needs an ex-spouse. Who's gonna be their ex-spouse or her ex-spouse?
Not happening.
Those are all dumb. Also, in order to be a divorcee, shouldn't I already been married? That's what I said! Good point. Wait, your wedding could be the plot of episode 1. This coven stuff writes itself.
Enough of this.
Milo, I already told you. I don't need a brand. I don't even have a brand. The idea that my personality is merely a trademark is dehumanizing and reductive. Joy, you're taking this too personally. Of course personalities are complex and beautiful, but everybody still needs their own brand. You more so than anybody. Every season of the Coven requires some fresh renewal or adaptation in order to keep audiences interested. Think of it as your character growth. I rather think of it as pass. Come on, it already makes sense. Just look at all the different brands you've had in the past seasons. Like what? What seasons? Like Insecure but Brave Joy, who fought to fill the shoes of previous Coven leader Grace after her tragic death. Or grim interdimensional survivor Joy, who used the quantum compass to hop through dimensions after the herald of the longest night killed hope. My personal favorite, Stoic. This just reminds me of the conversation I just had with my mom where I kept failing to say words like every sentence. Either because I forgot both the English and the Dutch word, or just because failed to pronounce stoic. I'm giving up. Heartbroken Joy, who was forced to move on after Lion? By the way, Shum, if you wanted to be helpful, there's the option of text-to-speech. Was forced to move on after Liam disappeared in episode 9 until you two probably broke up on good terms. Sure, whatever.
Okay, that was
Whoa,
not bad.
you're a pretty big Coven fan, aren't you? Does she do like a season? Or no, season... Is she in like a show? What's the comment? Just slash TSS, like text. Oh no, TTS. Oh no, not slash. Exclamation mark. Like, and this. I think it's turned on.
Nugget Online wants to say test.
Test. Well, you're a pretty big Coven fan, aren't you?
This is an opportunity to grow.
I dabbled on some forums, which is why you should trust me with your next brand transformation. I know Joy Johnson Georgima better than you do. I tried slash first. Yeah, if slash doesn't work indeed. That's like, I think, for Twitch commands. And this isn't Twitch, this is Stream Elements that I use, the bot there. Okay, but like, imagine someone just telling you like, oh yeah, no, I know you better than you do. Honestly, at this point, I feel like for some part of me that might be true, because I forget a lot of things. So I wouldn't be surprised if people knew more about me than I know about myself. Yeah, I trust them. It depends on who says it though. Like, if it's one of my close friends, sure. If it's a family member, more questionable, depends on the family member. If it's someone I barely talk to, no thank you. There's this beautiful thing called masking. What if it's a teacher? There's this beautiful thing called my personality switches in class. Well, it doesn't really switch. It's just that I don't really care about school. So probably most teachers don't really have the best impression of me. Oh. Oh yeah, no. Now you said that it would be creepy if a teacher just comes up to you like, oh yeah, no, I know you better than you know you. And I would be like, huh. Should I call the cops? Have you been stalking me? What should I know? What have I been missing? Actually, Milo knows Joe Johnson Jujima only second best at least. That's what you're going to make them believe. What brand should Joy adopt for the next season? Relaxed and left alone by Milo, Joy. Yeah, but no, that one would make Joy happy. But we're on a Milo rung. Extruberant Salsa Champion Joy.
You're killing it.
I am killing it? What am I killing? Probably Joy's mental stability. That sounds fabulous! Well, that makes no sense. At all. I am first of light and good in the world. My brand doesn't include dancing, which is what will make it so unexpected. Salsa is such a spicy, vibrant variety of dance. It will be the perfect obstacle for the normally doom and gloom joy to overcome. Hey, just because I wear a lot of black and sing in a screamo band and constantly worry that the world is about to end doesn't mean I am doom and gloom. Oh my goodness, maybe it does. Oh my godness. Goddess. How did I read that wrong like 3 times? We should get you a salsa costume right away. I will get my edible arrangement guys to make you a fruit head before you can even say arriba. Okay, like the fruit head makes sense. My brain just went like, are you gonna make the clothes edible? If yes, why?
This cannot be for real.
No, Milo, I'm serious. I cannot and do not want to
Never
dance.
stop being you.
Oh, psst, don't be silly. You can dance. Remember what this esteemed Bob Ross always said? Talent is a pursuit, interest. Anything you can practice, you can do. I do understand. We're on a time crunch, though. Showbiz waits for no one. I will sign us up for salsa classes immediately.
Huh?
Tell me, who sounds like the more competent teacher to you? Camila Crazy Feet Fernandez or Loco Lorenzo and the Saucy Cite?
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, darling.
Goodbye, darling. Hey, great idea, Joy. Divide and conqueror. You go start practicing your steps and your twirls, and I will make headway on the costumes. You stay here and work with me, Glitch, since this was your brilliant idea. Tell me, do you envision Joy wearing a blood orange mini dress or beaded bralette? I forgot for a moment, like, the only time I have learned about a blood orange is when I was eating it as, like, ice cream. That was the first and last time I ever interacted with blood orange. Well, you can't certainly envision one undead hottie wearing those outfits, but it isn't Joy. This is giving you a lot of ideas for... I didn't even know this existed. I didn't until the ice cream, like... What's it now? 5 years ago? Honestly, I'm not certain. You spent the evening helping Milo brainstorm salsa Joy ideas. It's not gonna go anywhere, but of course, but when has that ever been the point? Bring out your... What? What? What are we doing? I'm so confused. I was like, okay, back to the normal thing, and then this popped up. I will use my skills. Okay, what am I gonna do? Skills or gamble? Since I don't even know what I'm doing, apparently. Should I Google what I'm doing before I do it? Or should I just choose one of these? I feel like if I gamble, I can lose skill points without like being able to do anything about it, and with my skills I can at least do something about it, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna use my skills. I'm not even gonna Google it. Let's be dumb, probably. Let's be stupid. Oh, welcome. You're new here, don't fret. Let me explain how this works, please. This is well, yet simple. I have a selection of drinks at hand, yet hands come and go. There's little time to think, and you don't choose a drink quickly, someone else might take it. It's push or get pushed. And these drinks look, choose whatever you want, but I'm not responsible for whatever you put in your mouth. Oh. That sounds like I'm gonna get poisoned. I'm a wizard in training. For you to test my concoctions, it's somewhere between kind and reckless. Sounds about right. You're a cat. I trust you. You get ready and good luck. So get ready and good luck. Press enter. Oh god. Wait, what am I doing? Yes. No. Dang it! It looks about right, to be honest. Pinas colada. Sure, why not? The pinas colada is a concoction. It will shake the inside of your own skull. Can I change my answer? I wanted the cool space one. Choose 2 stats and see how the kick of this beauty makes those stats swap. Okay, which one do I need for Milo again? I think I know that it's charm. It's charm and what? Oh, charm and creativity. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Sure. Okay, what's creativity? Charm. I can swap my fun with charm, I guess. So, fun and charm.
Let's do this.
Nice. Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails. What's gonna happen? Okay.
All right.
Wait, hold up. Are we gonna have one more drink night? Okay, I can now see the drink. We have one more drink night before the end of it. Great. Okay. I need to up my creativity and my charm. Charm is lowered, so let's go back to the dome. Okay, what are we gonna do? I am getting poked in my eyes by my own hair. Great. Today you're playing the most dangerous Chem Dome game of all. Charm Wars. The rules are simple. You must gain charm by the end of the round or you will die instantly. Sounds responsible? Glitch, you better earn some charm quick. Like, in the next 10 seconds or you're gonna freaking die. Holy yes, earn some charm already. Oh, okay then. God, you just earned +2 charm. Phew, that was way too close. Since you're dying next week, Milo has been helping you live your last days to the fullest. Is next week gonna be like the end? Because technically we already moved like 1 week forward, I believe. Currently the 2 of you are getting a super fancy pedicure where little fish eat the dead skin of your feet. It feels amazing and hella Instagram worthy. Okay, the thing is about those fish, I know they exist, but honestly, it sounds horrifying to let little fish eat dead skin of you. Like, I think I also read some horrible things about those fish, but like, it just sounds no. Hold up. Little fish. Bad. Treatment fish softens, blah blah blah. Yeah, however, experts say that the health risk, both to human and to the fish, outweigh the potential benefits. So it seems I was correct about them being no. As a result, fish pedicures are banned in 10 US states, Mexico, and areas of Europe. If the US starts banning things, it's bad. Plankton and plant source. They only use human skins when they can't find anything better. Okay, so basically they're being starved to eat human skin. Great. Okay, potential infections. Nail trauma? Blood drawing fish swap. What? Yeah, but in universe, if they die, you just have zombie and ghost fish, so it's fine. I'm sorry, I got... Yeah, no, this is me just getting distracted by... Hey, I know the speech of knowledge. And then I Google it, so I don't say wrong things on stream. And then I get distracted by reading things.
Milo Belladonna.
Yeah, that really hits the
Here
spot.
at
I've said it
last.
once, and I will say it again. Fish give better pedicures than people. I doubt that. And I need some R&R. This non-stop life celebrating with you has been all-consuming. But honestly, I can't remember the last time I had so much fun. Milo looks at you with such bedroom eyes. Your heart starts to race, it's a tender moment, sure. Also, I really like the idea of like zombie and ghost fish. But at the same time, it sounds terrifying. Like, at least, like, can the ghost fish also just breathe outside of water? Do they need water to survive? And ghost fish, I already know, those are just gonna swim everywhere. So I already get jump scared by objects that are in places they are not supposed to be. Let alone if just a ghost of a fish decides to swim right before my eyes. I will crash my bike. While we're enjoying this tender moment, I thought we could talk deeds for your end of life. Yeah, I get jump scared, yeah. I've been really immersing myself in the presentations. Glitch, this might be some of the finest party planning work of my entire career. First off, the venue is insane. I got my boss to let me borrow her interdimensional penthouse. The ceiling is made of diamonds, and the bodyguards are literally four-dimensional. Sure. Wait, we are three-dimensional. What is four-dimensional again? Like, I know one-dimensional, I know two-dimensional, I know three-dimensional, but four-dimensional? Okay. We're going to do this huge dramatic entrance for you where you burst out of a coven. Cute, right? Sure. And the coven outfit is perfect amount of slutty, trust me. Okay. Oh, and you're not gonna believe the guest list. All the basics, sure, but we have some huge guests on here. I did not realize you had this kind of pull, darling. Keep it on the DL, but we got several prominent ghosts coming, both Edison and Tesla, so things should get interesting. Are you trying to start a fight on my death day? Rude, but understandable. But still, I feel like something's missing. I think we need a big, mind-blowing VIP surprise guest.
Magnificent.
Someone who can show up halfway through the party uninvited and have a poetic final embrace with you. A real moment, you know. Does anyone come to mind? Maybe a long-lost twin from whom you were separated at birth and have never actually met? Milo's right. You definitely need a kick-ass special guest for your party. You don't have any long-lost twins that you know about. I mean, that's the whole point of long-lost. You wouldn't know. At least in like the situation that Milo said, like you actually never met, like how would we know? Maybe I'm the sibling that's been separated and I wouldn't know, but you know, the perfect VIP to invite. The obstinate techno who was there for your birth, he ushered you into this world and now he will usher you out of it. What? He will, instead of hug me, he will put his hands on my shoulder, look me in the eye and say, I was there when you were born, I will be there when you died. And then just snap my neck or something? This party is all about you. So summon alternate versions of yourself from other timelines. It will be poetic and awesome. Like when Beyonce looks in a mirror. Okay. We can make this decision. Okay, the first one I like my version of the person just snapping my neck, but that's probably not gonna happen. I don't know. Okay. So we have, I don't know, via Picas. I feel, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't know. I feel I'm gonna do the first one. I'm gonna go with my version though. Like the person is gonna snap my neck. At least we can make it interesting, you know? I'm sorry. That took me so long to figure out. I was trying to figure out which stat was with which, and I just did it now. So I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna be it, and then just clicked. Excuse me, your obstetrician? Are you too close or something? Milo's doubtful, but you stand firm. You whip out your phone and call up Dr. John, who birthed you. Why, of course, I will be special guest at your party, Glitch. In fact, I will come I will discuss this, the details with you right now. That's how important you are to me. Within a few moments, you hear the wiring of a helicopter overhead. A fancy-looking man drops down from the chopper. It's Dr. John. Oh my god, is that Elton John? Dear God, Glitch. Your doctor is Dr. John, Elton John? Why didn't you say this earlier? I didn't know. I'm so excited you made me slightly raise my voice. That hasn't happened to me in like 2 decades. Wow. Hi, you must be Milo, Glitch's beloved Reaper. Yes, it's me, Dr. Elton John. Cheerio. I was knighted, so my full title is technically Sir Dr. L. Okay, I'm sorry, but this sounds just like a dude who has too many names. Like he has Sir and then Doctor, and I feel like there are like 5 more hidden
Hello,
names.
darling.
Hello, darling. It's a pleasure. Big fan, obviously. I'm sure you're wondering about the deep, meaningful connection between me and Glitch. Let me tell you the tale. You see, I used to be a world-renowned obstetrician, but I birth of Glitch changed my life forever. As I watched Glitch's mother suffer through a 52-hour labor, poor person. Oh, and that's the reason I don't like pregnancy. Like one of like the 200 reasons I don't like the idea of pregnancy. I was stuck with the profound beauty of all living things. It was such a meaningful, poetic birth that I was inspired to leave my medical career behind and become a musician. In a way, all of my success, my 5 Grammy Awards, my 2 Oscars, and of course my beloved Disney Legend Award, are all thanks to Glitch. Technically, apparently my mother, since that's the person who birthed me, and not me being born, but
You're
whatever.
trending, darling.
That makes perfect sense. You know, now that I think about it, I can sense the essence of Glitch as the underlying fabric of all your songs. Exactly! That's why I'm honored to be your special party VIP and even waive my appearance fees. Now, let's say the 3 of us go take my chopper for a joyride. Life is short after all. You and Milo go for a helicopter ride with mother effing Sir Dr. Elton John. I want a dude away. I don't want to keep reading that name. They have a chopper. The dude just appeared in the helicopter. Yes, they have a chopper. I said it like 4 times already, Nugget. Milo is super impressed. This is the best day of your life easily. You still got plenty of Milo quality time left before you die. You gain +3 charm and very mature outlook on your own mortality. Neat. We got charm, just what I needed. Yeah, but I was distracted by Polish. We didn't see it though, it was just mentioned. Okay, I need creativity. Scout's head garter. I mean, that's one way to get yourself tied up, I guess. It would be more useful, I think, if another person did it, because this looks like it's about to fall off, but whatever, you do you. Or I guess me do me, since it's me, but whatever. That day, in Monster Scouts, you learn to make your very own clothes in the wild. Someone suggests a fashion show, so afterwards you all put on your outfits and show them off. If I'd known that would be the result, you probably would have made something other than a leaf and sticks thong and fine woven. Why would I even make that? But sure. Needless to say, nobody will be forgetting your performance anytime soon. You gain +2 creativity. Yay. How nice. And the teacher was watching. Hooray. You duck into another coach safety lecture. So you can sit behind your friends and smell their hair? Okay. I'm just gonna ignore that. That's weird.
Hello, my beloved scouts.
Pop quiz, everybody. Suppose you're trapped in the woods during a forest fire. How do you survive?
Level up, loser.
Easy. I switched to one of the 11 fire resistance armor sets I carry with me at all times.
This is the first day of the rest of your life.
Why survive and I can thrive? I'd invite some friends and organize a fire tasting. How would fire taste? Would it like taste like smoky or like coal? Or ashes? Or would it just taste hot? I don't care. Ugh. I'd run out of the woods, like, away from the fire.
You're not getting a badge for this.
Why am I not getting a badge for this? Go away. Nice try, Joey, but fire vision is based on movement. You lead it right to you. Fire has visions? Poor Fire. Fire has seen a lot of things. I'm quickly gonna pour myself some lemonade while talking about fire, apparently. Honestly, if fire has vision, that would be absolutely terrifying. Like, fire can already be terrifying, but it having vision? And actively have the ability to track people down by movement. Yeah, no, no. I'll keep it to my homing flames. Let's just keep by the non-alive, sentient, non-sentient fire, please, and thank you. I would enjoy that.
Enough of this.
What fire can see? Oh, apparently, honestly, with this universe, I was totally okay with fire being able to have vision. Not as long as you stand perfectly still.
Boring.
I don't mean to complain, coach, but none of these survival scenarios seem particularly relevant to me, an ancient curse that can die. Got any better ones? Don't worry, Hex. I've got one that's sure to be relevant to all of you. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that it's year 3000 and Chucky E. Cheese Entertainment has supplanted all the world's governments. I'm listening. Chuck E. Cheese himself has not been seen in person for years. He communicates with the population, or the populace, through ever-present screens, and watches them with the camera's eyes, a million animatronic servants. Pizza has become the world's dominant religion, and children are forced to work in the fun mines, harvesting tickets from rigged arcades machines to trade for food and shelter. You're being tracked by Munch Make-Believe Band, an arm of the Cheesian secret police, because today is your birthday and they want to sing to you. Why is this written this way. What is Sing gonna be? Are they gonna beat me up for my birthday?
Oh,
What do you do?
Not happening.
This is somehow even dumber than the fire thing. I'm
that's
leaving.
not a very scout thing to do.
Really, Joy, you're going to leave all those hypothetical people to die? Come on, Joy. Say yes to hypothetical life. It will amuse me. Joy seems conflicted. Milo's in it for the lulz, and Aravi's in it for the XP, but none of them have any idea how to solve this, so it's up to you to suggest a solution. United strength. Pull everyone's tickets together to buy the revolutionary giraffe plushie. Okay, Nugget, I know you weren't there yet when this happened, but at the start I accidentally gave the guy that Milo was reaping the soul of the idea of, you know, reincarnating as a sexy giraffe. So I kind of feel repulsed by giraffes at the moment, since that was not a nice encounter. After all, there's one big fast food restaurant. There's only one solution. Release the Karens. I mean, fair enough. I feel like the Karens would be the solution. But then again, however I feel about a giraffe plush, I want to see the giraffe. You're not gonna see the giraffe. Do you mean like see the ending of the giraffe? See what happens. I kinda don't wanna, but I guess you can make the choice. Yeah.
Here for it.
Well, we made it apparently. Curse the giraffes, I guess. Yes, Giraffe Blues is the perfect leader for a revolution. Uh-huh. Why? Yeah, that's also my question. I don't know. I was relying on my friends to cover my bold and idiotic statement. Fair enough. That's relatable.
Milo Belladonna, here at last.
Well, you're in luck, friend, because Can someone stop the firework outside? It's distracting me. Because Milo Belladonna, am the world's foremost expert on giraffe facts. Did you know that a giraffe's spots are like fingerprints? No two giraffes have the same pattern. The perfect metaphor for individuality. Blah 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 blah. I like that she's shocked. What more, giraffes only require 5 to 30 minutes of sleep every day, like Justice. They almost never slumber. Sure. Additionally, giraffe necks are too long to reach the ground easily, so they almost never drink water and get most of their moisture from the plants they eat. Do they? That sounds interesting. I'm not gonna fact check that this time, but sounds interesting. That's not relevant in this situation, but I thought you might find it interesting. It is interesting. Why do you know so many giraffe facts, Milo? Is it because of the sexy giraffe? If you have to ask, you will never understand, darling. The real question is, how would we get enough tickets to afford such a powerful leader?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, cheating a skee-ball. Hex, cheating at skee-ball is wrong. Does it matter in this scenario? And inefficient. We must liberate the skee-ball machine in the name of the people. Wait, okay, let's say this all works, and the giraffe really is the leader we need. Why would Chucky E. Cheese willingly sell us the key to their own downfall? Because they're animatronics? Why does any evil empire do anything, Joy? Narrative convenience, sure. I guess A lot of my enemies have inexplicably revealed their weakness to me during battle. Yeah, it's just for the dramatic plot, you know. That's why through understanding of narrative tropes is the key of element of wilderness. Sure
Earn
is.
the badge.
Did you say burn the badge? Why would we do that? Okay, never mind. Well done, kids. I think we all learned a valuable lesson today, which is that I should stop eating pizza while writing my lessons plans. Sure, whatever. But also something about safety, probably. Yay, safety, you gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Yay. It's night. We can talk to Milo again, as if we haven't seen them all day. Oh, is it gonna be about like the whole universe thing? Universe show thing. Milo and Joy are sitting close to the campfire. Joy is looking supremely annoyed, while Milo shoves their phone in her face. This should be good.
Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, hello, Glitch. I've just been shown Joy this delightful little quiz called Which Coven Member Are You? Do you want to give it a try? Sure, I like quizzes. I do it a lot with friends. Although we haven't done a quiz in quite a while. Last quiz was like a month ago, I feel like. Do not humor them, Glitch. This quiz does not justify the actual thrills and tribulations of my girls and I go through as Coven members. Oh, don't be cranky. These questions are fun. Listen to this one. If you were a flavor of ice cream, which one would you be? White chocolate. I don't know.
Aesthetics on point.
Answer choices are... Oh, never mind. Black licorice. Birthday cake. I'm going with birthday cake. Well, I'm definitely black licorice. So dark and mysterious, but also sweet. Oh, gross. You're talking about the sweet ones? No. I only like licorice if it's like the salty ones. But what does this ice cream have to do with saving the world? This is all bull-ass. Who knows? Maybe you could have frozen dessert emergency. We all scream for ice cream. Okay, last question. What's your idea of a perfect first date? I think I would choose a long romantic walk on the beach. It's a classic for reasons. I don't. I hate sand. I hate the beach. The results are in. Are you ready? I don't care. Oh, I got Joy Johnson Jojima. Ah, that makes so much sense. I'm such a joy. What? No way. I'm Joe Johnson Jojima. There can only be one. Yes, fight to death. Fight to death. The proof is the pudding, darling. The pudding being magiquiz.com. Do you want to try? I kind of want to type it in. Hold up. Where do I end up if I enter that? Is it a bad idea? Probably. Am I still gonna do it? Yes. Am I gonna show it on stream? No. Ah, it's an actual quiz site. Neat. Popular. Can you pass this Ultimate Friends trivia quiz? What Halloween costume matches your passion? Yeah, okay. Fun. I didn't expect them to actually have a quiz website in here for some reason. Well, do you want to try? You know what? Fine. I will take your quiz to prove that it's dumb and predictable and... Wait, I got Faith? Oh my god, that makes so much sense. You are totally Faith. She is Joy. No, I'm not. I'm literally actually Joy. Well, maybe physically, but your soul... You are completely Faith. You wear lots of black. You like animals and saving the world. It makes perfect sense. Just because Faith and I have some overlapping personality traits doesn't mean that we are the same. Judge, you should probably step in and resolve this argument before Joy explodes everyone's eardrums. Is she a Faith or not? Convince Milo the quiz is part of an evil plot to undermine the Coven through an identity crisis. Because of this, it's officially problematic. Teach Joy the importance of self-acceptance and help her embrace her inner faith. What? But that is not the point. I don't have self-esteem issues. I'm just not Faith.
Never stop being you.
Oh, Joy, you don't need to hide your true self from us. Glitch is right. We will love you, no matter what Coven member you are. Nothing says besties like both gaslighting a friend together. That's not up for debate. I'm not Faith. That's literally all there is to say. Joy, sweetheart, don't fight it. This quest is helping all of us reach into the depths of our soul and understand who we truly are. Personally, I near exclusively use social media quizzes to learn important things about myself, so I can attest to its helpfulness. So, you're in a safe place. No, you're not. Or gaslighting you. Are you sure that's healthy? No. I don't like that facial expression. Of course, for instance, the Myers-Briggs test helped me understand that I am a debater. And the what the heck is a debater quiz helped me understand what a debater is. And let's not forget the let's reveal your Kardashian quiz. It helped me really get in touch with my inner
When life
Sure.
closes one door, another opens.
Sure. You see, it's true that you're not actually Fate, but maybe the real Fate was inside you all
I
along.
need a break.
I'm leaving. Fair enough. You go, girl. Save yourself. Oh well, sometimes self-discovery is a long, winding road. At least we helped push her in the right direction. Sure we did.
Magnificent.
Oh, Glitch, look what BuzzFeed just uploaded. These 5 questions will reveal your spirit pasta dish. I hope I'm record-turning. I kinda wanna do that quiz. Wait, which sauce pairs best with macaroni again? You better Google it real quick so you can flip the questions and end up as Milo's soulmate. It just shows that true love is possible, although the power of impartial personality quizzes. Honestly, I just remember it's really easy to fake these questions since most of the time, if they are like legit questions and not just pick the aesthetic you like and we will reveal which Disney princess you are. Even then it's sometimes pretty obvious which one will lead to which, if you know which princess are involved. But I know like the are you gay quizzes are so easy to scam. Even like my autism diagnosis, it was just so, if I wanted to I could have scammed the whole thing, but I kind of was there to get an real diagnosis if I had it, yes or no. So I wasn't gonna do that like my uncle probably did. It was pretty easy though. Like, you know just what answers are gonna give you. It's so easy to scam. Okay, creativity again. Okay. I spent all day trying to learn how to use the North Star to know your location and never get lost. It's a fierce challenge and everyone gets like super lost. You say F it and try to text the North Star to ask for directions. Maybe no one has ever asked? Of course this achieves nothing, it's a star and you should stop trying to resort to sheer absurdity to solve your problems. Who knows, maybe it would help. You get no badge, no one does it. No one does it was all a trick test and it wasn't even nighttime. But coach awards you with 2+2 creativity for your lateral thinking. Okay, thanks. Afterwards, you get yourself trapped in one of the coach's famous lectures about the dangers of wild animals. And this dangerous invasive species continues to roam the woods abandoned by their dark masters. Purposeless, they all plague on the natural wildlife. But I'm confused, friend coach. Do these creatures really deserve such torment? All they did was invent the former Google Plus platform. Surely that's not grounds for...
Oh, how tragic.
Google Plus? Is that what you've been talking about while I ignore everyone and livestream? The psychopaths behind that global tragedy are here? I mean, I never really used Google Plus, so I wouldn't really know any experience with it. I know it was Okay, this is basically my whole experience with it. It was too confusing, so I dropped it.
I realize you are attempting to help.
I do not understand how a social media platform could be synonymous with the word tragedy. No, Coco Lester, darling, you are too innocent and naive to understand Google Plus was a festering boil on the smooth, perfect skin of social media. It was completely unusable, and yet it was everywhere. YouTube, Google accounts, in your backyard, knocking on your windows, asking when you finally post the status. That sounds threatening. That sounds like a push ad, but then like in real life, and it sounds horrifying. That would be quite a good horror movie. Just trying to flee from a living push ad. Just a robot trying to sell you something, stalking you everywhere. And now its former developers have been loosed into our woods instead of being probably rehomed in other failing companies.
That's not a very scout thing to do.
They have completely disrupted the local ecosystem, littering their electric scooters everywhere and offering a crowdsourced alternative to birds. Okay, one thing about those electric scooters, that just reminded me of like the thing going on for a while in the Netherlands that probably has been cancelled now, I believe. Where you could like have this app and you could like borrow a scooter, go somewhere and then leave it there for like the next person to use. But those scooters were everywhere and it was so annoying since they were basically blocking everything. I don't like scooters anymore. Your face changed directions. It's confusing me. Oh, it's because it's the sad face. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But birds already exist. Why would anyone want to crowdfund a product to fill a hole in the market that doesn't exist? Don't you get it? This is Google Plus we're talking about. They made their careers on filling holes in market that doesn't exist. This epidemic must be culled and the Google Plus developers captured. Otherwise, they might start Google Plus again. I can't go back to those dark days.
Youth is a gift.
Sure, youth is a gift. Whatever. That's why us four gotta capture them. With your combined efforts and my brilliant leadership, we should have this problem fixed before the fat lady can scream for help. The what now? Now let's see, we all need to slide into their DMs. That stands for Dirty Mentions, which is where they have been living. That's actually what it stands for.
Always believe in yourself.
And then we photobomb them until they're too weak to fight back. And now we relocate them to our thirst trap. We can find lots of those chaining tantrums in Straka. Okay, clearly Coach is worse than useless in that situation. Do you have any ideas how to run up this invasive species before they roll out another convoluted-like system? Stand under the huge net and shout, does anyone have an idea for an app? The perfect lure. Open a new Asian fusion restaurant, but the floor is just a bunch of leaves over a pit of spikes! Oh, that sounds great, to be honest. Okay, hold up. Okay, I have the feeling that, honestly, I wouldn't know. I feel like the bunch of spikes is just gonna be no. Then again, it could be it, I guess. But the app idea, that sounds like a great... That sounds useful here, right? I have a love-hate relationship with this game since it's like, it makes me doubt so much. Okay, I would think that the app idea is like well, I need to know which side they are on. Is that like creativity, charm, or smarts? I don't need to use smarts, because then that's like the lowest. I need to find... Okay. I guess this would be charm, actually, since you're saying something to convince someone? Ah, dang it. It is charm, okay. This game is giving me so much trust issues and doubting myself, and it's not nice. Immediately there is a stampede. You and your friends barely have enough time to climb a tree for cover before your horde of the shelf former Google Plus developers surround you. Oh look, it's my future. I'm gonna go into app development and just get lost in woods apparently. An app that finds correlations between trending hashtags and your ovulation cycle, cries one. The what and the what now? An app that reads your plan and tells you what your spiritual soup flavor is. Oh, your palm. Okay. A dating app that tells you where the nearest bowl of unclaimed pasta is. We will call it send nudes. Okay, why is that not a bad sounding idea? That sounds fun. Whoa, these developers certainly seem to have gone a little bit feral.
Server error.
For instance, one of them appears to be dismantling my leg in an effort to find a microchip capable of powering a pizza delivery drone. What dang. We're trying to beat up the Google Plus devs of calls leg with a crowbar. One of them suggests an app that repels crowbars. How would an app even do that? I'm not gonna question it. Milo appears to be egging them on.
We should do a collab.
I'm hearing a lot of great ideas, people, but none of them have yet to really scream whoa to me. We scream, they say whoa, whoa. They have... Okay, this kind of feels like they have maybe high intelligence, but really low wisdom. Yeah, yes, good pitch. We could... But could you all try standing in a tight knitted circle beneath this interestingly shaped tree cover and scream even louder? Coach like you lets the net drop on them. They continue screaming, whoa, louder and louder, as if that will free them somehow. Never mind the intelligence part, they have no wisdom and intelligence. You, Milo, and Cocolester roll the former Google Plus devs into a lake where they can no longer harm anybody. With their useless invention. Did we just drown a bunch of devs? Here's to environmental perforation and putting an end to stuffy and social media. You gain +2 smarts and +1 My smarts went higher. Woohoo! Okay, we have one more day. Okay, so Milo needed
Fine.
charm and creativity. Creativity needs to go up. Which one was creativity? Head Carter again. I want to do the dome though. How many days do we have left? Okay, campfighting. Oh, we have 2 more. We can easily go up the charm a bit more. The day at Camp's Dome, you play hacky sack. It's all fun and games, literally, until the hacky sacky falls. And again, just all your knowledge of hacky sacky's supposed composition, it breaks upon hitting the floor? What the F? The good news is, inside of there is +2 charm. You call dibs? Sure, whatever. I will take it. Later you are wandering through camp looking for Milo. Your therapist said you need to spend some time completing mortality. So hanging out with the Reaper counts, right? Sure. Oh yeah, I love to chat, bae. But I got a gig, actually. Why don't you come along? It's a lovely day for reaping, and you get the privilege of watching me work. Sounds great. Oh, hell yeah. Watching Milo lead a soul into the afterlife, that gotta count as emotional reflection. You follow Milo to a rotting corpse, where the soul awaits.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Hello, little soul. I'm deaf, but you can just call me Milo. Here's the bad news, you're dead. But the good news is, I'm gonna take you to the afterlife. Let's go. Your death. You have come for me. But first, you must listen to my tale. This the tale of woe, of strife, of courtly ambition. For I was the grand master to the Mer King. Another that person with the tale. They always want to tell you a tale. People just don't respect the Reaper's time nowadays, you know? Go ahead, I suppose. I served the venerable Mer King as Grand Master. Days ago, the Mer King was attacked in his sleep. He survived, but became obsessed with the idea that attack has been a coup. He killed me in his paranoia, but I saw the attack with my own eyes. The Mer King was not the victim of the coup. He was attacked by a vicious beast that was the strength of 100 warriors. The beast was a doggish thing, and covered in the thickest fur, and it pissed all over the king's chamber. The room was possibly drenched. Strangely enough, the beast seems to be rather enjoying itself, barking and laughing, and I hear it tell you it was goaded on by a mysterious spectre. Well, it was another mystery, but I was wondering, wait, are you even listening to me? This story is gripping. You should be paying attention. It's kind of boring. Of course I wasn't listening. That story was beyond my attention span. Fair enough. I was trying to figure out why I can't download your soul to my soul transporter app. That's weird. What if I changed to say, oh no, oh god no, this better not be what I think it is. Hey Grandmaster, by any chance, did you ever trade your soul to a demon? Trade my soul to a demon? I don't recall. I might have. It sounds like something I would do, but I can't recall the demon.
Make some space for Dahlia!
That soul belongs to me, baby. Get ready for an eternity of Dahilia. 4 years ago, I made a deal with that guy. He swore that I could have his soul when he died for the low price of 4 of-themed pugs. You know pugs? Remember pugs, you guys? Oh yes, it's coming all back to me now. Great. To see you again, Dahilia. I forgot I traded away my soul, but I never forget those being elf bugs. They were so sweet. Sure. But such nice pugs. I was entertained by them for like 4 weeks, and then the next trend came, and I forgot about them, but it was totally worth trading my soul. Is that what we're doing these days? Trading our soul for like 5 minutes of fun? Oh my god, the Serenigans. I can barely cope. Dahilia, I need you to relinquish this soul so I can take it to the afterlife. I refuse to let this affect my rating.
Top Nugget Online wants to say shenanigans.
Shenanigans, right. Thanks for the help, Nugget. Sorry, Milo. I traded 4 whole pugs for that soul. I'm not giving it up unless you give me something better. I'm making a soul army and he's gonna be my first soldier. Not gonna lie, those robot smileys are really, really cursed. Then again, the way Shu has been solving it with like typing the smiley and then like a space in between is also pretty cursed. So this is actually better than that. Stuff. Looks like Milo needs to wrestle the soul from Dahilia. Yeah, that way, exactly. It looks cursed. Please don't type that way. Bargain with Dahilia and get this sexy Reaper, this recently deceased soul that they deserve. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna... You can type however you want, Nugget. How about 20 elf books? Make it rain books in here. Psst, why worry about one particular little soul when you can trade it for an entire soul album? What's a soul album? Do I wanna know? Does sound like some music, and I don't really think she's into music. I feel like this would be boldness. And I don't have boldness. So we're going for the Soul album. Let's see if she would like music. I guess. Why not? Oh, I have a message. Oh, hold up. Important message. This is really important. Hold up. I will... Okay. I have sent an answer to the very important message. Time for the Soul album.
OP!
I am OP, yes. An entire Soul album. Whoa. That's gotta contain like 30 or 40 souls at least. Let me see it. You whip out one of the 40 Aretha Franklin CDs that you literally always carry around with you for some reason. Okay. You grab your favorite album, Woo's Zooming Woo, and hand it over to Dahilia. Whoa, it's heavy. I can really feel the souls inside. But wait, who's Aretha Franklin? Some sort of soul harvester? Yeah. She's a legendary soul harvester among Reapers. That's why everyone calls her the Queen of Souls. Wait, the Queen of Soul? Shouldn't it be Queens of Souls? Oh, I misread that. If she harvested a ton of souls... Oh, wait, I think I get it. She probably just harvested one huge, powerful soul, right?
What?
Sure, yeah, definitely. And you know how souls are. They vary in size and power and combine and recombine. It's all a mess, but Aretha really whipped them into shape. That totally makes sense. Fine that it is for you. It did make sense for me, but sure. In that case, I'm not gonna stick with one measly loser soul when I can have the whole album by the Queen of Soul herself. That's right, long live Aretha. Dahilia hands over the Grandmaster's soul. Milo pops it in their Yive Saint Lanthorn soul reaping toad. And you two enjoy a nice stroll while leading the soul to the afterlife. Since you helped them finish the gig so quickly, you two take the extra time to sit on a cliff and hold hands. It's romantic.
Life. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, life is pretty beautiful. This atmosphere is calm, quiet, beautiful. I can feel myself blooming, you know. I'm happy as a peony in spring. And the sunset is particularly emotional today.
We should do a collab.
We should totally not collab, but okay. Thanks for your help with the gig, Glitch. I don't know what I would have done if Dahilia had kept that soul, but you were there right when I needed you, weren't you? You slowly pull out your Walkman and lean in for the ultimate romantic move, sharing earbuds with your crush. Milo hesitates, but accepts the left earbud. That's the horniest one! I'm sorry, since when is there a horny earbud? I'm gonna ignore this. Okay. Okay, whoa, she really was the Queen of Soul, huh? I'm just happy that you always carry all the Aretha Franklin albums around with you. They really come in handy. You spend the rest of the afternoon listening to music with Milo. It's tranquil and rejuvenating. Plus Aretha high notes are so powerful, they give you +2 charm and +1 fun. My charm is really high, I should go for creativity next. We can do the fun, annoying drink game again. Okay. This one. Why did I almost clicked on the wrong one since they decide to go sit somewhere else. You find Milo holding up paint-scratched cards to the fire while Coquelester takes notes on his own face. Whatever these two goobers are up to, you wanna be part of it. Sounds chaotic, I'm in.
Hello, darling.
Hello. Hello, Glitch. You've come at a good time. Should we paint the fire seafoam green or Nigerian prince gold to attract more visitors?
Calculester, ready to camp.
Glitch, if you recall, friend Milo and I have teamed up as two master aesthetic guns to flip old properties and restore them properties such as the campfire. Why would I have known this? Since, if you recall, when was I told this? You have undoubtedly noticed that the same core group of Patreons continue to return to this local with no new tourism blooming.
Milo and Calculester. House flippers.
House flippers. Which means it's the duty of Cole and Milo House Flippers to restore this campfire to its former glory, to attract new visitors. You could make the point that this is a summer camp and the reason no one but your group visits the campfire is because you're the only person here. But you rather see where these hot nerds take the conversation.
That's so fetch.
Oh, instead of paint, maybe we could completely refurbish the campfire into firework. It's fire much trendier cousin. I mean, like a firework fountain or something on the ground would make sense, I guess.
May I chime in?
Friend Milo, if I may propose an alternative idea, I believe the reason that the campfire tourism has declined is because we no longer utilize it for its acquainted function. Through extensive research, I have found that primitive humans and monsters use fire for warmth and food, but the modern technology, its purpose is all but moot. We should update the fire's functionality and make it a utility again, lest it be phased into obsolescence like Gramophone and Blockbuster. But Calculester, to improve the usefulness of an object goes against our very nature as flippers. We dabble in aesthetics, not actual product improvement. I disagree. I believe it's important to improve, adapt, and evolve. I myself undergo regular software updates in this constant pursuit of my best self. No, darling, that defies the flipper code accessories before necessities. Okay, now it seems like a good time to elbow your way into this conversation. What's the best way for Calculester and Milo to improve the campfire? Firework. Replace the fire with a giant scented candle. Instead of burning useless firework, use the campfire for destroying something more cathartic, like pictures of your ex. Oh no. Why is firework not an option? Okay, I feel like the first one is like the aesthetic again, and the second one is making the fire useful again. So I would go with the first one as Milo, and we want to impress Milo, so we're going for that one.
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag winning. That's a wonderful idea, Glitch. The fragrance is all in the rage now, sure it is. Just look at the success of Bath and Body Works, and I don't really use those, but sure. I admit this is actually a good idea. I will improve the appearance and smell of the campfire while also making it 80% safer. Indeed, darling, it's a perfect plan, but what scent should we go with? Perhaps something that will still mesh with camp's spooky rustic summer atmosphere, like a virgin laundry or passion of a lioness in summer heat.
Magnificent.
Actually, let's go with a midnight romance scented candles. A good interior designer always works with mood of the space, even if that space is outside. Yeah, midnight romance seems about right. Are those truly fragrances? My research indicates that none of those things have a smell. No. Dude, it's not about smell. It's about the and like what it smells like. It's about the feeling the smell gives you. The memories it pulls up, I think. Because honestly, have you seen some of the insane names? Like Midnight Romance is one of like the least weird smells of like candles I have seen. Like you have companies that actually like put in what it smells like apple cinnamon, cherry. I've seen gasoline, wheat smell, all that kind of stuff, but then you also have things like that are either really specific, as in this is the certain smell of this certain tree on this certain date, rotting corpse smell. I don't think that is a nice candle smell. Let's not make a candle out of that. That doesn't sound like the best idea. I'd buy it. Okay, but why would you buy it? Would you buy it for yourself or to place it in someone else's house? Would you actually want to sit in a room that has like the rotting corpse smell? Like, would you use it for yourself or would you buy it as a prank? To hide the smell of my rotting corpses, of course. Yeah, okay, that's about right. It sounds like using the wheat candle to hide the smell of wheat. Yeah, no, that's... You know what sounds about right. Oh, Calculaster, they don't need to. A scented candle's true purpose is only further worsen the lightning of a room while increasing the innate sexual energy, sure. Exactly.
I am happy.
Oh, and all this time I assumed I didn't understand scented candles because I don't have a nose. What a relief. Oh, technically you're a robot that can like do a lot of things. Can you not like create some system that can like detect smells?
You're killing it.
I am killing it, apparently. I appreciate your eye for aesthetic, Glitch. Perhaps you and I could be aesthetically pleasing pair. Looks like the scent of midnight romance is already around you. Who says smell have to be real to be in the air? I mean, we just had an entire conversation about most smells just being aesthetically pleasing, as in the memories it brings up. So no, I don't. Yeah, okay, not gonna do that whole conversation again. Bring out your flask. I'm gonna go with the gamble this time, since I wanna know what that does. Ah, welcome. You're new here, don't fret. Let me explain how this works. I'm not new, I have been here. I will prepare you a drink, the drink of the day. You may choose to drink that one, but if you're not interested, you're lucky. There are mystery boxes with a second option. It could be better, it could be worse. But one thing is for sure, it will be mysterious. And these drinks, look, choose whatever you want, but I'm not responsible for whatever you put in your mouth. I'm a wizard in training. For you to test my concoctions is kinda reckless. Blah 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 blah. So get ready and good luck. Oh, I wanted to drink that one. What do you say? We take this drink of the day? Or would you prefer the mystery box? The box. Okay, but I wanted this one last time. I really want it. It looks fabulous. Is it gonna do something bad though? I'm scared. Is it gonna do something bad? I don't want... Then again, the mystery box is gonna be worst, I believe. Now, well, the cat did say it could be better. Then again, I don't know if I should believe that. I don't like how it's shaking, by the way. It's really trying to make me choose the box. And it's just making me want to go, no, thank you. I can't do without the box. Let's go this way, with the fancy looking one. Take it. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense, okay? And you passed. Your prize is the drink you choose. Thank you. What would have happened if I choose the other one? Now my brain wanted me to choose the other one. You annoying little cat. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I will choose the different one the other time. Okay. Drink. The Cosmopolitan received its name because it disrupts the very core of the cosmos. Oh. Thanks to it, any stats effect is now doubled for you. For better or for worse.
Oh, okay. But I get tipsy
Hope you
very
can
fast.
stomach that happy trails. Thank you. I guess. It does sound kind of interesting. And luckily we're almost like out of time. So, but that does mean if I do something bad, it will be worse. We need to up creativity. That day in Monster Scouts, you all learned how to build a scarecrows. That's vaguely nature related, right? Right? The game staff have not been outside in ages. They don't know what's nature related anymore. You decided to take it a step further, though. You add a magical crystal you found in a cave last month to your scarecrow to turn it into a sentient being. Scarecrow is very grateful to have been made alive. You take your new friend out for soda and have a very pleasant afternoon. We basically have a child now. That's a lot of responsibility. They are forced to disassemble. Oh, that's even worse. I shouldn't have made the child comment. Assemble him so the next group of scouts can use the material. Your scarecrow begs you not to relinquish your gift of life, but you're the dedicated monster scout first. I'm a murderer. Oh no. I feel horrible. Not only did we gift, like, the gift of life, we also took it away. This is like the vibe of like the TikTok memes and stuff I've seen. Like, my mom has brought me into this world. She can also take me out of this world. The scouts appreciate your dedication to the organization and award you +2 creativity. Thanks. I had to murder my friend, but thanks. You meet up with Milo for the intense session of jazz appreciation, but your emotionally moment is ruined by a big stupid jerk. Okay, which one of the demons? Oh, that's a completely new character. Appreciating jazz, I see. Well, when I'm through with this camp, the only music you will be appreciating is a soft rock cover of Achy Breaky Heart. Okay, why didn't they name it Achy Breaky Hearty? Okay, I cannot pronounce that. Hearty. Achy Breaky Hearty. I don't know. At least make hearts sound a bit better than what is now. Of endless repeat. Oh, on endless repeat. Well, my dude, I don't know if on endless repeat is supposed to be a bad thing, because that's the way I listen to music. You mean going to turn Camp Spooky into a dad's house? Hey, assume it's your dad jokes. I wish you were that lucky. But I'm an evil CEO after all. I'm here to buy up Camp Spooky and turn it into...
Shopping malls of the future.
A shopping mall? Really? How'd you get to be so wealthy, but so little business sense? No one goes to shopping malls anymore. Fair enough, I mean, most people go online to do things. I don't really buy online anymore. Oh yeah, with shots. Wait, no, I freaked that up. I said I don't really buy online. I mean, I also don't really buy online anymore, but the only real reason I go to like shops is if I need to buy like pens or something like that. That's like, hey, most of those online will not fit me correctly and I want to buy the correct pair. Other things, most online. Mainly because I want very specific things that I'm not gonna find in like the stores near my house. Oh yeah, hotshot. Well then, where do teens go to hang out with their friends online? The internet? I'm joking! Okay. Okay. Where do brands hawk their latest wares online? The internet?
Damn rascals.
That's just a waste of what I hope is wine instead of blood or something, but sure. Fine, but bro, I ask you, do people buy useless gadgets they neither need nor truly want in order to stave off the boredom in their empty lives? The internet. The Skull Mall catalog. Also the internet. Curse this internet. It got me at every turn. Unless...
I like the way you think.
Yes, that's it. I will buy the internet and build a shopping mall on it. Just have to make a few calls. You can't buy the internet. I mean, technically you could buy the internet and build a shopping mall on top of it on like the servers. But then there wouldn't be any... Okay, that's kind of the point. Not being an internet left, I guess. Do you even know how the internet works? It's not an object you can buy. And is that a car phone? Attached to a sports car you didn't drive here? You're
I have some
done.
balls to-
Turns out the Vanderbilts were looking to sell the internet after all. Too many peasants, they said. Looks like it's time to ruin it with business. True to his word, the CEO soon makes the internet even more of a consumerist wasteland than it was before. That's an achievement! Also, he installed some anise pretzels. Somehow. No, my beloved internet, how will my followers authentically connect with my brand when the internet is polluted with all these brands? I didn't want to have to do this, but there's a second secret internet I happen to know about. Ordinarily, only influencers are allowed, but this is an emergency. If we could just transfer everyone else to that internet, then we all be free by that madman's musicians. But how will we convince everyone to jump ship? Spread a rumor that the current internet had reached expiration date and will soon start to smell bad. Hey, Nugget, we need your what were they? Corpse candles? Rotting corpse candles. We need to hide them everywhere so the internet starts to smell bad. Or internet is too fast nowadays. Make the new internet slower so people can really savor it. Oh, don't do that. My Wi-Fi has been whatever it was, has been slower sometimes. And no, I'm not gonna do anything with slow internet. It's not fun. No.
Don't be so toxic.
But is that true? Lying is a bad look, you know? We're gonna need the corpse candles. I have chosen my way. It's true, you assure them. Haven't they noticed the signs? Well, when food goes rotten, it starts to smell bad, take on an appetizing color, and make an increasingly number of food starts making racist, not even racist comments, increasingly number of racist comments. Food makes racist comments? Okay. Oh, well, you're right. Not only that, you point out, take a look at these memes from 15 years ago. They're so still. I hope no one's contracted food poisoning from consuming this expired content. Do you think all of the fake news, concerned trolling, shitposting and Twitter posts are symptoms of spoiled stew? Twitter is just the whole symptom right there, my dude. Not just anything else, just Twitter. Oh no, this started as another one of your dumb lies, but it could be that the internet has been rotten for a long time now. I used to complain whenever the internet would freeze on my computer, but now I almost wished it had stayed frozen. Maybe it wouldn't be spoiled now. Speaking of which, how will we make sure our new internet doesn't experience the same fate? The same way you prevent any spoilage. You tell them, keep it cool, wash your hands before you're using it, and if all else fails, preserve with plenty of salt.
Sorry.
Salt, the spice of life. We'll have to make sure to recruit all of the League of Legends players first thing. Once you disseminate your information, everyone is happy to switch over to your new internet, especially since the old internet has really has started to smell like old beef. Oh, no rotting
Your little
corpses?
shenanigans has
Curses!
cost me millions
Once again, a
of
band of
dollars.
wealthy young adults have left me with nothing but a pile of spoiled garbage. And the desire for revenge.
This isn't over.
Sure it is. But I will be back. I haven't heard the last of Mr. Papas? Sure. What was that? I feel like I talked to him earlier, but he wasn't relevant to my brand, so I forgot. Fair enough, you did too. You're too busy enjoying the new internet. You will miss how dank the memes used to be, but the hot takes are especially hot today. You gain +2 charms and +2 smarts. I'm gonna have all the charms. Evening, okay.
I hope I choose correctly.
We're going to choose correctly. We're gonna do I'm gonna pray my creativity is high enough. It probably is. I think 14 is like the one you need. Yeah. I don't want another scout story. I want the Camp Dome stories. Another day of Camp Dome, another trying to survive a deadly battle royale game. You managed to murder 10 people in 20 minutes. What a feat. The audience roars. This will certainly give you a lot of boldness. But wait, the Camp Dome shouldn't make you gain boldness, but charm. Even if that doesn't make sense, you want charm. You think quickly and make a fancy hat out of guts of corpse. The audience is voting, grants you +2 charm. Much better. That's horrible. Here you go, to die in less than 48 hours, but honestly, this has been the best week of your entire life. And it's all thanks to Milo. They've been spending every moment with you, planning your big party and helping you celebrate all the best parts of being alive. Currently, the two of you are admiring some blooming pink cherry blossom trees together. In a private garden, of course, no peasants around to obstruct your view.
#blessed.
Hashtag Blat? Okay. Aren't the blossoms gorgeous, Glitch? Technically, cherry blossoms are supposed to bloom in the spring, not the summer. But I called in a few favors with nature, so you could see them now. It'd be a downright tragedy if you died before seeing these flowers after all. Milo sighs happily and leans on your shoulder. They whip out their phone and start texting. You realize this is one of your favorite parts of life. Quiet, comfortable silence while someone you adore is texting right beside you. You enjoy the moment. Oh look, Glitch, the caterer for the party just confirmed that they can make the news bunch look like tiny versions of your face. Thank God. My, I can't believe that party is tomorrow. Life flies by so quickly. By the way, have you started completing your big party toast? It will be the total climax of the evening and really encapsulation of what made your life worth living. No pressure though.
Hey, darling.
Why don't you read me what you have so far, darling? I'm sure I'll be thoroughly impressed with your profanity. Okay, it's time to impress the F out of Milo with your big party speech. You've been working on this, should be pretty easy. You will just have to make up 2 poetic metaphors and one mind-blowing closing line. Here goes. Oh no. A 5-letter word, just another thing that happened. My favorite ice cream flavor. The end of a beautiful song. Okay. 2 metaphors and 1 epic closing line. The end of a beautiful song. A jazz solo where improvisation meets beauty. A turtle probably stuck on his back. A rabbit raccoon that wants to maul our faces again and again. That they can choose speech to be enjoyed to the last. They can choose speech. Yeah, this one, I think. And as I prepare to leave, I want to tell you about the thing everyone should do at least once before leaving this realm. We should all... What should we all be doing? I honestly don't know. What's... Well, it doesn't matter what I say. We should all... Oh no, I want to choose options, not actually think of the options. Now I need to think and be smart, and we should all... burn down a building. Is that a good thing? It sounds like a good thing, right? It sounds like something everyone should have done at least once in their life. That's a joke. Don't do it, please. Disclaimer, don't do it. It's a joke, but yes.
Statics.
Ah, yes, yes. Your report, it rings so true, so wise. I've brought death to so many people, and I thought I couldn't have put it better myself. Death truly is the end of a beautiful song. But I think it's like that. My job as a Grim Reaper requires a whole new layer of meaning, doesn't it? And life's such poetry, Glitch. You make life and death make so much sense. Of course, if life is clearly a decant juicy peach to be enjoyed to the last bit, it can only end with the end of the beautiful song. Those two things are such perfect complements for each other. Such an obvious balance.
Life.
When you put it like that, you make me fall in love with life all over again. Again? How many times have I made you fall in love with life? I feel like it happens a bit too early, too often. Often, not often. You do it a bit easy, my dude. Glitch, I didn't know you had such poetry in your heart. Thank you for sharing it with me. Finding poetry in life may sound cheesy, but it's so necessary. Sadly, there are so many people spending their days complaining and focusing on what makes them hurt. So much frustration, anger and sadness. It's true that life can be hard, but it's not a good or a bad thing. It's a complicated entanglement of many things that spin and spin until it stops spinning when you least expect it. Will you welcome death as the final chapter to all delicious things your soul savored, or will you ask yourself why you never got a chance to burn down a building as you realize all that could be and wasn't? Oh, so I haven't burned down a building. That's surprising. Then there are other people. The other ones, as you say, see life as a delicate, juicy peach to be enjoyed to the last bite. It's so sweet to watch them die. Their souls truly sing, Glitch, as they found the little miracles hidden in their day by day. They remember all the kisses, all the dances, all the laughter, every celebration, where they ended up embracing the sun as it arose, surrounded by loved ones, so embrated of life.
Magnificent.
They look so at peace, and as they take my hand, they tell me about these beautiful memories. That sounds so sweet. Milo, take your hand. How can you not love life when in between all the pain, it has the potential to harbor all that raw, aggressive beauty?
Every moment is beautiful.
Isn't everything weird and wonderful? If we had only met before, if you had had more time, we could burn down a building together. Imagine that! Ah, yes. Imagine committing arson together. Yes, it sounds like a wonderful thing.
You're killing it.
No, I choose to focus on what's good. I am happy that we met now, Glitch. And I got to know you this well before you go. Come. Milo pulls you into a vibrant, passionate dance. Tomorrow will be a sad day, but also a wonderful day. Let's dance to life and to all that makes this wild ride something so memorable. And to you and me. Okay, but one thing, why was this kind of sweet? Like, I liked the whole thing about just living life and remembering all the good things, even if they're little. Like, I didn't expect a therapy session in the middle of this game.
Life is a gift.
Let's dance forever till the world ends. Dance with me. They look at you so intensely, it's like they pierce the very core of yourself. Ah, so close to the end, and yet feeling like life is blossoming, just such a feast of emotions. But who cares? Today you dance forever. That's so sweet. I didn't get any points for the end of that story. That's so no. I was kind of expecting. Okay, Milo. Ask Milo to go to meteor shower. Yes.
Sure thing.
Today's today. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I got an achievement. Which one? You unveiled the first secret. Oh, I got the secret ending. Today's the day. Today, you die. Hey, Glitch, we both know what happens now. Are you ready? As ready as you'll ever be. Your big party goes off without a hitch. It's a true celebration of life. Your life. After several hours of dancing and fun, everyone has gone to watch the meteor shower or elsewhere. It has been beautiful, hasn't it? I have loved doing this with you. I didn't know you that well before, but now that I've helped arrange a celebration of your life, I think I know you much more better. And I must admit, I like what I see. Okay, it should happen at any moment now. I will get a ping on my phone for the gig. I asked to take any gig nearby tonight, so I should be the one bringing you to the other side. You two hold hands and wait. And wait. Weird, let me check something. Oh. Oh. Okay, so funny story. I think I misread the gig. It wasn't you who was dying tonight, but another glitch. It's a pretty common name, you know? Is it though? If only I paid a bit more attention to my gigs. My bad. So, you're not gonna die? I mean, you will someday, but not tonight. Still, we could keep celebrating life, if you know what I mean. Do I need to blur it? Marla starts undressing while entering the lake. They throw you a short, suggesting glance.
Why don't you join me?
Your heart stops for a second, but like, in a good way. You have the exact same reaction as Sheil had last time with, what's her name? The pink one. You join Milo in the lake. They're so free, so in love with life. It's inspiring. You could only learn a lot from them. Like how meaningless it is to worry about death when you could spend every minute basking in the earthly wonders of being alive. And that night you celebrate life in a feast of flesh and desire. Ooh. Nice. What can I do with summer memories? Ooh. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. I'm not gonna skip this. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. And that night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it. How those years became the foundation of the mythical of our lives, sure. Broken hearts turned into tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epic treasures forever. Every kiss, every laugh is now a constellation you will always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can close my eyes and I'm there. Oh wait, is this the song? On the last day of summer night. Feeling like I was just starting to live life. Okay, I went really quick. With all my friends around at the campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start. Start what?
Welcome to the streamer version of the credit song. Thanks for playing Monster Camp. What did you like the most about it? Will you review it? I am the bringer of a message just for you, oh live streamers of the world. I was commissioned It's a pinky promise.
Thanks for the song.
Get down, down, down. We won't bother you down the line. You will monetize. Streaming Monster Camp. You won't get a strike. Playing Monster Camp.
Why is this
Just fine.
a surprisingly good song about being able to stream Monster Prom without being demonetized? Also,
Forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Whatever, you will make your favorite streamer stay a bit better. Don't you forget it.
that is like the most effort I have ever seen being put in like the streamer mode of a game.
About this stuff,
Like they created an entire song
all your revenue, or getting your third
just
strike,
so that we could.
but not with Monster Camp. Streaming Monster
Good regime means a lot to us, so that's sweet.
You won't get a strike.
But like,
Playing Monster Camp.
this is
You'll be just
the most I've ever been. Oh my god, that rainbow is adorable.
here.
And that's a lot of books.
Clothing or dinners. Oh yeah. I make
Number
most of the
1.
music for the game.
Oh, are these like the different drinks you can get?
Come on, just go and buy it.
Sorry, I'm very distracted by like the great ending.
Streaming Monster Camp. You won't
Okay.
get a strike.
But, whoa, this is legit the most effort I've ever been seen being put into like the streamer version of like music playing. Since most games, if they even have a streamer version, it's just like, hey, we're just removed the what's it called? We removed the song, so it's just silence. This was just an entire song about being able to stream Monster Camp. You unlock Covey Beats to relax study to. Oh. Gallery, new stuff. Endings. Oh, is that a picture of like, yep. Full screen, no. You don't need to activate the horny efforts. Okay, that's just like, yeah, okay. Oh god. I'll just click through this, I get what that is. Characters. Oh, you can change the outfits and like, okay. I will look at this in my private time, I think. Yeah. And then, what is Meta Shop? Ooh. Hey player, it's me, the narrator. I mean, the Meta Shopkeeper. Why is he so... Why does he have such big muscles? This is your first time in my little shop, huh? Don't worry, I will explain how this works. Here in the Meta Shop, we don't accept money, we buy and trade with summer memories instead. So I give you my memories and I get something in return, okay? You will earn summer memories every time you encounter a new event, outcome, secret ending, or special thing in Monster Camp. What are special things, you ask? Well, trust me, you will know when you see one. That sounds threatening. Don't fret, you will also get some memories just for finishing games. So don't feel pressured. You can spend memories here to unlock tutorial guide, new outfit packs, gallery content, and drinks, which you can access in Juan's free drink game mode. Sure. Monster Camp truly is the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? Oh, on top of that, if you have been already played Monster Camp before, you will get the corresponding summer memories retroactively for okay. Isn't that nice? So what are you waiting for? Either buy something or get busy playing the game. So this is like... Oh, this is our like concept art pack. Okay, cool. New free drinking game mode, 3 drinks, and it comes with some basic drinking as a special promotion. Sees Oyo say it this way: if you want your salt all aboard. Oh, and these are just outfit packs. This is Fairy Tales one. A fridge playable character. Fill your wildest dreams and you become a fridge! Info manual basic. Conduct the info manual to master monster camps, inner mechanics, exits to the game's cut. Like, of course, we're gonna buy everything which that is 0. I don't really. The cat pack? Hold up, I'm getting kind of distracted by everything. And we're gonna buy. Okay, I'm not gonna buy the concept art yet. We're gonna buy the manual basic one. Apparently, we're gonna have fun with that one. Come back anytime? Sure thing. Let's go to settings. Instinct mode, full credits, check info manual. Manual. Oh, it's legit just everything that... Note you lock someone you don't want to pursue, you can still change. Yeah. Both stats are very... Oh wait, if both stats are very low, you fail no matter what. If both stats are very high, you will succeed no matter what. Okay. If it's a tie, the chance of failing will succeed based on how the highest stat... Okay. Oh yeah, I can just choose... no. Read this also in my own time. Okay. Since I was planning on playing like 2 rounds like I did with my Monster Prom only, I have been playing 1 round for like 3 hours already. So I'm keeping it here for this stream. I will be ending stream and I probably won't go live tomorrow. Sunday is a nose either way, I think. There's like a really small chance that I will go live. And since I don't have school on Monday, I might go live on Monday, and otherwise it's next Wednesday again. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and until next stream. Bye bye!